Hey everyone, it's 5 o'clock. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. I'm here again to give you an update on the latest topic with supermums. Today, I'd like to talk to you about why would you want to earn more? Strange question, I know, but here's why consultancy skills matter. I want to give you the top 6 reasons. So let's just go with it. What I would say is, first of all, I'm going to talk to you about consultancy, which is the topic of the day. However, towards the end of the session, if you are brand new, you would want to know where to get started, which wouldn't be with consultancy. So listen to the end, and then I'll be able to give you some tips and tricks on how to get started and where to get to this point. Okay. I will also, towards the end of the session, I will drop in some links as I always do. So bear with me. Any questions, drop them in the chat and I will endeavour to answer them as we go through. Okay, so let's just get started with this. So then, when we talk about the Salesforce Consultancy Skill course, as I say, later in the session, I will talk to you about how you can bundle it up and, where you start with the foundational knowledge. But as I say, we'll start off with the consultancy. So if you want to be confident to lead a Salesforce project with Supermum's Consultancy Skills course, choose from our on-demand course, or you can go to the instructor-led. For me personally, I did training with Supermums. You've probably heard me say that before I ever worked here. So I found that for me, I need some structure and some accountability. Depending on your learning style, you might be okay to just go off and do it on your own. But I know for me, I would want to do the instructor-led course. As I say, entirely up to you. When we get towards the end of the session, I will, of course, be putting in my email address and my Calendly link where you can book in some time. We can talk about what you've done previously, your transferable skills, all that lovely industry knowledge that you've got previously, and I can advise you accordingly what your best next steps are. So, as far as the consultancy course is concerned, this is going to increase your confidence and your expertise in leading and managing a Salesforce project. You're going to be prepared with ready-made BA scripts and templates. You're going to be able to boost your salary and earnings potentially by at least 10K per annum, which is obviously a big one for everyone. And also you're going to be able to conduct your Salesforce projects in a professional way, which is very important for everyone. So developing your skills as a Salesforce admin, whether you're a lifelong admin, whether you've been a solo admin, whether you're looking to move into consultancy, the benefits of the consultancy skill course is you're going to get the BA. So the business analysis is where that's going to be your Salesforce cert that you're going to be going for. You'll also get, with this course, you'll get agile project management and change management. So all of those together are going to be a really nice collection for you to be able to be, it's critical, isn't it, of course, to being successful. Knowledge is power, as we all know. So a super Salesforce admin is more than just someone who sets up systems, adds users, changes permission sets. You are the bridge between the business and technology, and that's what powers its success. So both admins and consultants need consultant skills to be successful in their roles, achieve results, and demand the salary that they deserve, of course. So Salesforce admins often ask, how do I effectively gather user requirements, for example? How do I prioritize requirements? How do I avoid scope creep? How do I demonstrate ROI, contribution and value? And how do I document requirements, which are all really important in whatever role you're undertaking? So why do Salesforce projects go wrong? I mean, that's another question that I'm sure that you ask. Now, industry-leading research has invested and investigated even the success of CRM projects, and it's proven that projects tend to fail if the following skills are not applied: executive sponsorship, business analysis, change management, project management, and of course, the right solution. So, what I wanted to talk to you today about the 6 reasons why you could benefit from learning Salesforce consultancy skills. So, number 1, articulate and demonstrate a clear business case with financial measures of success. For example, if they spend their money on Salesforce salaries and costs, it will help them save money for their business as a result. So, what that means is obviously if you can demonstrate that you have clear business case and and understanding, it's going to in the long run save money. Um, Pitch yourself authentically as a Salesforce consultant and demand that higher salary is number 2. So the admin terminology is frustrating, as companies sometimes align this type of function to a lower skilled admin role, and this shouldn't be the case. And I say that lower skill, we all know, those of you that are admins, it's not an easy feat. So I'm not going to undermine anyone that's an admin because I know how hard you work. But what I'm saying is that your role is pivotal to the business, and you are the senior resource who is responsible for transforming the performance of the business. So if you've got all of these skills, whether you're an admin wanting to upskill to be a Salesforce consultant, or you want to be a successful admin in your role, it's so important to have the consultancy knowledge and skills. And we can help you understand how to demonstrate your value and get paid what you deserve. That's so important. So, number 3 is that big word of confidence. You need to feel confident in your skill set. You'll be able to evidence your enhanced and relevant skills to banish that imposter syndrome. I hear that word all the time. You need to banish it for good. You've got to get rid of it, that's for sure. So, the more knowledge that you have, the more skills that you have to enhance your career can only be beneficial. So, one of the reasons we suffer from a gender pay gap is that women don't shout loud enough about their skills and values. I think women do shout loud enough, but probably not about their skills and values. I think what I would say is probably when it comes to I've done a great job, people, you need a pat on the back, don't you? So I think, you need to tell everyone, you need to be shouting from the rooftops, this is what I've done, this is what I know, and that's going to benefit you with your career for sure. So don't be afraid to do that. I think being confident in yourself comes with knowledge, and being confident to ask for the salary that matches your skills and experience is again so important. So, number 4, secure better work and more of it, which is another important thing. So, as a consultant, um, again, depending on how you wish to take this further, if you want to be a consultant, not only can you work for an organization, but you could be a consultant for yourself. So, bear that in mind. So, your CV, your resume, will look better than those who've simply secured that admin cert. And again, like I say, that's no mean feat. So I'm not undermining that by any means. But again, I'll reiterate that if you have your Salesforce admin cert, as brilliant as that is, so do other people. Now, if you think about having Salesforce admin cert alongside a gold standard learning journey with supermums of consultancy, and your business analysis cert, which is your Salesforce certified business analysis cert, that's where you're going to stand head and shoulders above the next person who, like I say, just has an admin cert. So that's where you're going to get the interviews. And of course, when you get the interviews, I'm sure you can successfully alongside the course, you'll be able to successfully stand out within those interviews. So when you think that the principles taught on our program are based on certified courses, so you've got the BCS Business Analysis Diploma. It was formerly known as the British Computer Society, but now it's now the Chartered Institute for IT, but that's another story. APMG, Agile, and Change Management. So both of those, project management and change management, are important. Again, you probably know APG stands for Association for Project Management Group. So again, a great accreditation to be part of. So once you've got some good practical skills and experience under your belt, then this would be what we would be recommending for you. So number 5, you need to get recognized as an expert. So you need to be able to showcase industry recognized tools and frameworks using professional presentations and documented templates throughout your stage of engagement with an organization. So that's really important. From your first interview, so the initial conversation you have, to your senior level presentations, to facilitated workshops, you need to be standing out in the crowd for sure. So what we can provide you with a suite of tools and templates to hit the ground running, and that is so important. Again, get rid of that imposter syndrome and you'll be able to move forward nicely. So number 6 is great value. So combined with your admin certification, as I've said previously, these skills will make you very employable. Or if you're already in employment, you'll be able to deliver a better service and outcome for the users in your organization, of course, in a professional way, which is obviously the importance. So, silly question, I know, but do you want to increase your salary by up to 10,000 a year? Because if you do, speak to me. How do I do that, Lynn? I hear you say. So I'm going to pop some links in shortly to let you know how to find out a little bit more, how to contact me. So if you're already admin certified, like I say, admin is the foundational knowledge. So you will need that before you can do the consultancy course. But I'm going to talk to you in a little bit about the starting point and how to get to this point in a second. And as I say, I will drop the links in where you can email me. You can book in some time for a chat and I'd be delighted to go through things with you. So if it is consultancy course that you're looking for, week commencing the 21st of April is the very start. So for 3 months, 12 weeks, you will be able to do this course. So literally you'll be able to get started straight away. So that's the exciting piece. I speak to people every day who will say to me, when's the next course? And the one after this is September. So I'll be saying after this one, you can join in September. And people are like, I want to do it tomorrow. Well, you literally can. So that's the great news. Right. So this course starts week commencing the 21st of April, as I say, for 12 weeks. So your offboarding will be on the 12th of July. The course will be every Tuesday, if you're going to do the instructor-led one, from 3 till 4. So you'll have an hour with the amazing Heather. So I'm sure if you haven't come across Heather yet, please look her up. Please have a look at her story on the website because you'll be fascinated. She works so hard. So, it's such, when you think about, the amount, she's the CEO of the company, and the amount that it costs, if you like, to have her time, and you get her time for 1 hour every single week. So with this consultancy course, you're going to learn the consultancy skills over 3 months with access to online training, videos, BA scripts and templates. You get that weekly instructor-led call with Heather, as I said, and also your peer group. So you learn and you ask questions alongside this awesome community of people all doing the same as you. You will have one-to-one mentoring. You can learn, share, and grow with other Salesforce professionals through both online and personal events, because we do have the odd personal event in London, and it's so great when we come together. Obviously, it does depend where you live on the globe, because we do training for mums, dads, everyone in between, all over the globe. So it might not be possible for you to attend, but I'm in North Devon in the UK, so a long way from London, but I absolutely love jumping on the train and coming up to see everyone. So if you are able to come to a personal event, we'd love to meet you in person. We have some lovely photos taken. Have a look on the Facebook page or the LinkedIn page, and you'll see some of the lovely pictures. But genuinely, everyone is there. Everyone is supporting you. Everyone is guiding you. Everyone is beside you, and celebrating your successes, which I've never come across in all of my working career. Such a great group of people. So at the end of the course, you're going to receive that amazing Supermum Certificate of Achievement, as I said, for completing the Consultancy Skills course. And you'll also have some guidance and advice on how to go about taking your Salesforce certs on the back of that. You will learn, importantly, how to prepare and pitch yourself at interviews as an employer, or as a potential employee, or if you're planning to be an independent contractor. And also, you'll learn how to prepare your CV, your resume, depending on where you are in the world, or your proposal to secure your next job. So, all of this is so, so important. And again, I'm going to put a link in a second about our success stories. But if you just take one success story, if I tell you about Shanita has an MBA and a degree as business administration, but she found herself looking for that flexible remote role to enable her to travel with her partner. Because don't forget, with this type of role, you can do this from anywhere in the world. So I know that Heather said she'll tell you the story where she went across Australia and still worked. So, you can absolutely do that. Anyway, so Shanita wanted to do that for that very reason. She retrained with Supermums, and now she works at the DeVoe Group as a Salesforce consultant. So she is just one of many of our success stories. So definitely worth knowing. So if you want to find out a little bit more, you want to drop me an email, then please do so. I'm going to drop the link in a second. The next course, as I say, starts on the 22nd. So you'll see it says week commencing the 21st, but it's Tuesdays. So that's why it's the 22nd, with live mentoring sessions with Heather Black. The pack, which I'll drop a link in to the pack in a second. The pack is full of details about what our course contains. It has job opportunities, meet the training team, and of course, frequently asked questions, which is so important. And again, like I say, you can hear from past trainees about why they chose Supermums to help them on their journey. So I did promise you at the very beginning that I was going to tell you how to get to this point if you're not already started in Salesforce. So if you're brand new, I recommend signing up to what we call a consultancy bundle. Now, what is that? That is where you do the foundational knowledge of the Ultimate Admin course first. So have a look on the website and you'll see all about the Ultimate Admin course. And if you sign up to the bundle where you're going to do the Ultimate Admin course and your consultancy, we will place into a holding room until you're ready to choose it. So if you like, you've got it in your back pocket waiting for you. The consultancy will be at 50% off. So that is so beneficial. And if this is your journey, if you know that you want to be a project manager, a change manager, you want to be a business analyst, then if that is your planned career journey, then absolutely this is the thing for you to do. Sign up for the bundle. Now, you get the 50% off the consultancy course. So if you bought them singly, you would pay for Ultimate Admin $2,400, which is the cost of Ultimate Admin. You will also pay $1,500 for consultancy. But as a bundle, I already said to you, you're going to get 50% off consultancy. So that will give you a discount off of the bundle of £750. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer if that's your journey. I will just add in there, if you don't know if that's your journey, you do need to start with Ultimate Admin first. So you will need to do Ultimate Admin and park consultancy if you don't want to do the bundle because you're not sure what to do. But my recommendation, if you're watching this and you're interested in that consultancy piece, then sign up for the bundle. That's my advice. So if you were to pay for both, which is 2,400 plus with your 750 discount, 750, that will cost a total of 3,150. But of course, you can spread the cost. If you do spread the cost with any of our programs, then you do pay a little bit more because there's a fee included, but you will still get the 50% off. So you get the 50% off, but then there's a small fee added in. So pay in full is 3,150 because you're getting that great discount. Over 3 months, you're going to pay 1,090 times 3. Again, if you're not in the UK and you want to change the currency, let me know and I can give you an idea of what it is where you are. So £1,090 times 3, or 6 months at 565. I've had someone just join now doing the 6-month payment plan. Do you know what? At the end of the day, sometimes it does cost you a little bit more to do a payment plan, but you still get that 50% off. So that is so important for you. And 565 a month might sound a lot over 6 months, but do you know what? The return on investment is great. That's where you're going to get back more than the cost of the course in your first paycheck. So definitely worth talking to me. Right. I'm going to just drop in a couple of links now. As I said, if you want to ask me any questions, please do so. So this is the first link. So this is download a pack. Okay, so to download a consultancy pack, have a look and see what it's all about, then absolutely use that link. I'm also going to drop in the link, as I promised, where you can talk to me. So what does that consist of? I hear you saying. So what that consists of is a free consultation for about 30 minutes. I will talk to you about your industry knowledge, your transferable skills, what you know, what you don't know, and I can advise you accordingly of what your best next steps are. So it's a free call. Grab yourself a coffee. I am delighted to talk you through, as I say, wherever you are in your current career and what your plans are for the future. I will just add to that if you are someone who, as I said, doesn't know anything, it doesn't even know what I'm talking about, then just book in a call with me and I can explain it to you. Ultimately, it's your decision, whatever you do, but I'm here to advise you. So that's the reason. So the next thing I'm going to put in is the admin course that I've just told you about. Now, if you decided to do the bundle, let me just find it. If you decided to do the bundle, what you would do is, we all know how to online shop. So you would add the Ultimate Admin into your basket. You would then add in the consultancy to your basket, but you will need a code then to get that 50% off. So you can ask me for the code by emailing me. So this is going to be my email address, which I'm going to drop in for you. And of course, if you've got any questions, you don't have to do anything at this point. Just email me, book in some time with me. We can have a coffee and a chat and we can just go through, where you are currently, as I say, and we can just talk about, whatever you like within reason. And then I was last of all going to drop in some success stories, some great case studies, because it's always nice to see what other people have done. So I will drop that in. Come find me on LinkedIn, send me a DM. I'm always here. I'm always happy to help. I'm always happy to talk to you. As anybody will know, I talk a lot. I like to talk. And I'm always delighted, like I say, to help you on your way. I think the thing that we always say at Super Mums is we are all like proud mums because we watch people come to us. In the very beginning, I have conversation with people globally every single day where they say, Lynn, I don't even know where to get started. Or I might speak to an organization that wants to train their team up. And obviously, we can help with that also. So, anything you need in terms of wanting to upskill, wanting to change your career, wanting to pivot, you've been in a job that you don't like the people there, I don't know. You want a change of scenery, you want progression, which I hear a lot. A lot of people have been in mundane jobs day after day. Um, I can see a message in the chat. It says, I don't see any of your links. Okay, Harvey, I don't know why that is. Um, do you want to drop me a quick email? If you drop me an email, then I will, or DM me on LinkedIn if you like, and then I will make sure that you get all of them. I don't know why you can't see them. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to drop another one. Tell me if you can see this. How strange. Tell me if this one comes up. So if I just put that one in there, can you see that now, Harvey, by any chance? I don't know why. If you if you can, I'll put them back in again. So I don't know why they wouldn't be in there. Okay. Okay. What I would suggest is, like I say, drop me an email and let me know, and I will absolutely. In fact, I'm going to find you on LinkedIn and send you some links now. But if I can help you in any way at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. That's what I'm here for. As I always say, I'm always here. I'm always happy to help. So I'll see you next Wednesday. Have a great week. Enjoy the sunshine. Take care.